Graham Jackson, Professor at Glyndŵr Business School. Welcome to Supply Chain and Economics module. I'm going to talk about that for the next 10 minutes. What are operations and supply chain management? Many people realise that they already have some familiarity with the subject because of their past work in retail, in shops or in manufacturing, or in plants or in restaurants, etc. Operations are critical to business in this hyper-competitive era, and the focus of a company's operations is on customer relationships, very important, also on innovation, quality and cost efficiency. Now, the most successful companies such as Amazon and Apple have achieved a leading market position because of their strong focus on operations and getting the product to the customer on time. That's called service. However, it is important to distinguish between types of operations. For example, in a small startup situation, a business closer to manufacturing or service organisation, the answer is very significant. Since the main operational characteristics of manufacturing are tangible and dominant in terms of its product orientated, such as say salt, figure 1, and then the main operating characteristics of a service organisation are intangible and dominant, i.e. a service orientated such as consulting, teaching, which is indicated in section 1 again, but under Tangibility Spectrum, which is shown below. So in the Tangibility Spectrum, the example is of a business that produces tangible products. It's a grocery store that sells ready-made foods, such as Iceland foods, so on and so forth. These products can be invented, and then the innovation comes through, and then they are stored in a cold warehouse, and then they're distributed from there. The staff has little customer contact and long response times as people look and search for the products. However, a startup food consultancy firm that offers advice, consultancy and training to food businesses provides an intangible service that cannot be inventorized or stored in a warehouse. So the staff will have much more customer contact and a shorter response time, as customers will expect prompt replies and service. Hence, several characteristics make these service-oriented operations very distinct. Now, the 4 key operational characteristics of service are intangibility, inseparability, perishability and variability, and this is all shown in figure 2. The characteristics of service marketing are, according to the applications for the strategic implications and enhanced service and the quality that there and follows. So let's look at intangibility. This is consumers something they cannot see or touch. It's a service or advice. The strategic implication is to make the service more tangible by providing a catalogue or something to read and including possibly an audio-visual description of the service as if you're going on the website. This strategy helps customers feel more connected with the product and with the staff and with the company, because they will have a multi-sensory understanding of the service. Let's look at perishability now. Perishability, as you know, means the inventory is time sensitive and not storable, i.e. may have a sell-by date, particularly in the food sector. Unsold products can be sold as an inventory, while services cannot be stored to use in the future because they are live there and then. So this is why strategic price discrimination is so important. For example, every month EasyJet airline offers unsold tickets from London to Frankfurt or to Paris for only £25 to recover some of the opportunity costs that they've expended so far but have had no ticket sales. So variability, which means the service is variable and always changing. For example, every food training safety is not always the same because the different kinds of safety that is there. So despite the syllabus being futuristic and instructed on, it depends on many other factors, such as an audience, the trainer's state of mind, audience interaction, and different implications in terms of the variability of how good the training was and how good the staff were in delivering a consistent message of high quality advice and in training. So now let's look at inseparability, such as delivering training and how this is produced and consumed at the same time. In contrast, product production in manufacturing plants and consumption at home by customers happens at different times. The strategic implications are minimising the gap between the services promised and the services offered. This is a great discrepancy and brings lots of people down because they haven't delivered what people expected or could afford. So the staff have to have a consistent level of providing professional training to minimise this inseparability and maintain high quality, and to give people what they are expecting. You shouldn't fall below that standard.